This gathering is like breathing life into the stories of our past, uncovering their significance to our identity today, and creating meaningful narratives that shape our aspirations for the future.
Is something that I would like to stress is the actual interest of these topics today, basically in Portugal and Europe and in the world. Throughout the day we will hear contexts and concepts like colonial collections, museums, Filipino hats, travels.
In our institute, it's a combination of chemists, physicists, biologists, and material scientists. We want to preserve these objects, we want to restore them, but sometimes the techniques we use harms these objects. So this device can be used to monitor what's happening with historical pieces.
There are enormous potential of the data collected as part of this research project. Many avenues of research remain open and will be developed in the future.
You have individual portraits only of Europeans that our travelers meet in the Philippines. And the indigenous are portrayed only in this essentializing way. So this is the problem.
Now, at that time, as there were conquerors, the Portuguese military brought a lot of things to the geographical society, which had been created a few years earlier. And a lot of local museums, yes.
One singular legacy in Andalusia from Philippines, you can read here, is from Doña Francisca Gabriela de Nieto, Señora Gobernadora. She was the wife of the governor of the Philippines.
What we really like is for people to come into the museum and participate in creating and participate in discussions and to serve as a platform for people to encounter people that they wouldn't normally encounter.
I contributed to two recent works. My contribution in both cases deal with Philippine topics.
Now, the strength of this beautiful workshop is the stellar and marvelous list of speakers we have coming from several disciplines. We have authors, professors, museum specialists, PhDs in physics and in chemistry, all wonderful things that we could use as far as understanding more of who the Filipino is concerned.
Likewise, the word agam carries dimensions of the future and of the past. Such an idea leads one to reflect on the notion of time for the Filipino.
Yes, we have a Starbucks in Manila. Practically in every street corner. What do you think we are, a third world country?
Over the last 10 years, as an artist and educator, I have appropriated Western techniques into a hybrid form that best serves me and my students, expanding it to fit the reality in which we live.
So what can you do with this? You can create family trees. You can analyze textile fabrics, origin.
So this family, I believe, they're friends with the royal family. So that's why they also have photos of Alfonso XIII that is in their family album.
The board signals something more than just an itinerary. The American soft drinks brand, whose logo it displays, Pepsi, reminds us of the new ways in which the former colonial power continued to assert its dominance in the newly independent Philippines.
And so, which brings us to the present, that the material tradition of indigenous Davao is a treasure, but not to be kept locked in museums all the time. That tradition is very much alive and meant to be appreciated by all of us in the Philippines, not just in faraway museums. After all, culture is alive wherever there are people to practice it, live it, and appreciate it.
Yeah.